This is the central axis of Beijing. So back in the day, even now, the most important buildings were built along this central axis. So like the Tiananmen Square over there on that side, and the Forbidden City, the Drum Tower, Bell Tower, and even the Olympic Village, they're all built along this central axis. So it has plays a very important role for those iconic buildings constructed in Beijing, even now.
It's like north-south? No, what is the...
Yeah, north-south central axis. Yeah. This is the map of the Forbidden City, and we entered the Forbidden City from this Meridian Gate. Mm-hmm. Because the Meridian Gate, which is standing at the southern end of this meridian line, of this central axis, that's why it's called Meridian Gate. And most important buildings were constructed along this central axis or along this meridian line. And now we are looking at this most important palace in the Forbidden City, Hall of Supreme Harmony, the tallest, the most important palace. The building has a 2-layer roof with 11 mythical figures sitting on the eaves of the building, representing the highest construction rank back in the day.
It's 11, right?
Yeah, it's 11.
Yesterday we saw 9, remember? There's 9, and here it's 11.
Yeah, it's actually which contains 9 mythical animals and 2 human figures, make a total of 11. So it still has something to do with the number 9. Number 9 represents the highest, the power, the utmost power in those heavenly number system, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And those 3 palaces are the major buildings in the outer court where the emperor celebrated their birthdays, the winter solstice, the Chinese New Year. But they didn't come to this area very often. They spent most of the time in the inner court in this area, where they were hanging out with their empress, their concubines, and their families back in the day.
So this was for ceremony and this one for living.
That's right, ceremonial purposes and the living quarters, the living palaces, and also their daily used offices located in that area.
This is just for the ceremony.
It is just for ceremony. So it's pretty empty. It's closed to the public today for the heavy rain. And even if they open the door, we can literally see nothing inside. It's very dark and pretty empty. I'll show the picture of the furniture displayed inside the palace. Okay, so this area is 72 hectares. That is about the size of 100 football fields. Those are the emperors ever lived in the Forbidden City, 24 of them. 14 of them were Ming emperors and the 10 are the Qing emperors. This is the last emperor in the Ming who committed suicide at the age of only 34. And this is the last emperor in the Qing. He was kicked out of here in 1924, and in 1925, the whole complex opened to the public as a palace museum. So last emperor in the Ming and the last emperor in the Qing.
He's the only one with a picture.
That's why,
yes.
Because he's the most recent. And he died in 1967 at the age of 61, who died of the kidney cancer.